I will say that it seems that, Ria had been pronounced guilty by a media trial many, many weeks ago. And it seems that, that, and I'm saying this as public, we were just waiting for her to be arrested for any reason. And when murder, abetment to suicide, money laundering, siphoning of funds, and other such charges that were laid at her doorstep failed, and when other three central agencies were not able to find anything, I guess what we as a rather voyeuristic audience, I think, are now going to have to be satisfied with is that she's going to be arrested for buying pot.
Arrested for buying pot. You're saying that's almost a logical conclusion of people baying for her blood. You mentioned media also. I can't disagree with the way it's become almost some parts of the media as a lynch mob. But just to ask, because her lawyer issued a statement today calling it a travesty of justice. He would presumably say that because he's Ria's lawyer. But he made the point that three central agencies, the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate, the Narcotics Bureau, all investigating this one woman. Do you think they're looking for a politically convenient victim? What do you think were the larger issues at play here?
Absolutely. I think that Ria has been. I'm really sorry to say this, but I think that what she has been subjected to is absolutely horrifying. And as a young person from that industry, it's very relatable and it's very, very scary. That the fact that the sort of like social media allegations and the rantings of one or two social media verified, blue tick mark verified accounts could actually lead to a person getting caught and being accused of such serious crimes. I mean, we're talking about money laundering. The ED is investigating this young woman. I mean, this is the people who should be bringing back, right, Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi, right? Am I right? But what are they investigating? I mean, the CBI is supposed to do like these really serious cases, right? And this is what they are investigating. So I think what has happened with Ria is shameful. It's shocking, and I think no one is innocent in this. We're all responsible. The media, of course, has played a huge role, and I'm sorry I'm sitting on a television media platform channel and saying this, but when we used to say till a few years ago that, TV journalism and electronic media is afflicted with an illness. I think that this case has proven to us that most TV journalism, barring very few honorable exceptions, I think TV journalism is dead. It's dead. And I think that I would also lay the blame in a very large part on us as news consuming audiences, because what has happened is that this case has gotten stuck in a vicious cycle of TRPs. I was reading an article about how even when reporters within news channels don't want to cover this news, they're being forced to cover this story because the TRPs are going through the roof every time the story is covered. So in a country where we are faced with a pandemic, where our caseload of virus cases is the second highest in the world, where we have the highest number of daily cases in the world, our GDP has contracted by 23%. China is in our territory. Apparently, there were gunshots were fired today. Unemployment is rife. We, as an audience, are obsessed with whether or not a girlfriend was responsible for the suicide of her boyfriend. I think that this speaks volumes about our voyeurism, our shamelessness, our utter lack of any kind of decency, rationality, logic, empathy, kindness, and frankly, even our self-interest. I mean, we don't want to know about the issues that will affect our lives,